What does the future hold for Japan and U.S. relations following the assassination earlier this month of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe? Well, just days after Abe's funeral, U.S. and Japanese forces proceeded with Operation Iron Fist, a joint military exercise in Japan. Was that exercise just for show, to send a message to China? How strong is the U.S.-Japan alliance? Well, joining us with more about this and the impact of Abe's murder on the future of the East Asian Pacific region are former Japanese Assemblyman Yashiaki Harada and Japanese investigative journalist Moet Fukada. Congressman Harada, let's begin with you. First, our condolences about the death of former Prime Minister Abe. This shocked the world, and he advocated a strong Indo-Pacific alliance of countries to counter Chinese dominance of the region. Will someone else now advance his vision? What does Abe's death mean for your country going forward?
We are very sad, and we are sorry for them to get such a tragedy. But the Japanese must overcome this tragedy.
Moet, Abe's assassin said he killed the former prime minister because he had promoted the Unification Church. Yet Chinese pinks, young Chinese nationalists, celebrated Abe's assassination. Now, you're an investigative journalist. Might this have been a conspiracy, a plot involving pro-Chinese people of influence in your country? What have you discovered?
He was a patriot, but actually his semiconductor policy has had devastating consequences for Japan. He is the one helping China through Taiwan. Taiwan uses semiconductor company to make Chinese military power stronger.
How important was the Iron Fist joint military exercise for sending a message to China, also for countering the People's Liberation Army buildup in the region?
The Japanese politics and security rather depends upon the U.S.-Japan security treaty. We have to increase our own defense budget, at least from 1% to 2%. We must become much stronger, especially against the Chinese.
Can the U.S. depend on Japan?
Oh, yes, yes.
Your political parties are quite divided. They don't really know which way to turn, or they have disagreements on which way to turn. Some want a stronger alliance with the USA. Others prefer closer ties with China. Which faction is winning out, in your opinion, and why?
In my opinion, Japan is towards China, not America, because Japanese government decided to help Taiwanese semiconductor industry. Japanese government will give out $5 billion to Taiwanese manufacturing company called TSMC. We will give all of our technology to Taiwan, but Taiwan only helps China. They are the company, they are the people helping Chinese military technology. China already has a hypersonic missiles and short-range anti-missile system. How they get those technology? Those technology, radar chip, the most advanced radar chip was only in Japan. We provided those technology to America, but now America cannot buy those materials, those chips for F-35 or F-15. But now, Japanese companies, they ship to China through Taiwan because Japanese government allow them to sell its factory to Taiwanese company. Then Taiwanese companies ship out those critical materials and military use chips to China. So I believe Japan is towards to China. We are at the crossroad. We need to modify. We need to change our road. we should keep alliance to America. Japanese government knows Taiwan is transferring technology to China. So I think I need Americans' help to change Japanese government attitude towards China and towards America.
With Shinzo Abe's influence now gone from Japan, what would a closer Japanese relationship with China mean for the United States and Taiwan? And China may be more likely to start a war with this American ally than with Taiwan. That's up next.